Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So-
this dungeon.
Returning to Celebor and the country of Glendorl, on the planet of Valorant, which was a fantastic name, well done, and is now actually weirdly a trending tag at this point. Very
Yay!
quickly, like I just get pings occasionally on Twitter and Instagram, #Valorant got a like.
Hey.
So, where we last left the Travellers of Leyspark, you had started the dungeon delve after the bandits that had been attacking and stealing people from Pelennor. The party came across a group of bandits who they decided to talk to instead, the leader of which was a blonde-haired woman with backless armour branded with the symbol of Bane. Between Narlock and Celadine, they were able to convince her that it was probably worth it. There was probably more effort to go into a fight with them, and they left, leaving the party with a few clues and hints as to what lay within the dungeon. After finding the accounting book of Asim Locke and a woman who you've recently come to know as Rain, who the party have deduced may be the partner or lover of Asim Locke.
And as a werewolf.
And is a werewolf. Continuing on, you entered a bedchamber where more bandits were, these ones not willing to talk, resulting in a fight with the party. That is where we rejoin.
We did beat them,
You did beat them, yes.
and Tibbles ate one of them's balls.
He did.
Yes, he had lunch.
He did.
It's a quick question. Moon cycle.
Moon cycle.
We need the date.
I should also have it myself, but yes.
We're on the 2nd of the 6th, 1486, according to mine.
7 6. It is currently. I want to say waxing moon, so it has just been a new moon.
Yeah, waxing moon is as it's getting to full.
Yeah, it is just beginning the crescent of the waxing moon.
Okay, so I've got some time. I've got a bit of time before the next full moon.
Yes.
I'm not a werewolf. My spell list resets.
Yeah, you can choose new spells at the full moon or at a shrine of Fenris Sulfur.
Interesting.
Okay, well, we're in this big dormitory style bedroom thing, yeah?
That's right.
I think we should loot them.
Okay.
We loot the one that we split in twain.
Well,
You loot
Actually,
the
yeah.
half, and I'll loot the half.
I'd really rather not touch the one who's in 2 pieces, so I'll go for one of the ones that's not in 2 pieces. Thank you.
Right. Well, while you deal with that, I'm going to head to the entrance at in the the east corner. I think that's the one that we haven't explored yet.
In the room you're in at the moment, there are only 2 routes in and out.
Yeah, there was some. Yeah, there was the room on.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. There was the room. There was the passage on the north side, which takes you out near the entrance where we came in, and the one on the south side where we came in because we looped around.
You have actually, so I can fill in Celadine's map to show that.
Yay, the Dungeoneer's map.
Oh, can I borrow a pencil, please?
I thought to put 3 out.
Oh, green pencil there, Lily. Thank you. I will just fill in Celadine's map very, very quickly.
I think I'm just going to be sitting and playing a little bit of the harmonica while everyone else is looting. Well, I just saw my friend. Stone man and the balls. Then along came the dog. And then the balls was gone. You said they were pretty tasty.
Write this down. Write this down, because you might be able to sell it on scrolls.
That's not a bad idea, old fellow. Thank you. Thank you, Zed.
Tibbles is going to stand by the north passage, the north opening, and I'm going to stand by the south. We're just going to keep watch just in case anything tries to sneak up.
He gone away with his testicles.
They went straight through his ass.
Oh, it looks like we've actually explored most of this topmost corner, at least.
Has anybody got a scroll?
The
I
map,
might have some paper. Hang on.
the map, as Celadine has received it, shows that through a combination of passive perception checks made by the companion animals in the party, as well as your own sort of dungeoneering wayfinding, you realise that the entirety of the top half of the dungeon has now been mapped. Did you all that show?
Yeah.
Ooh.
The big cross is where we are.
Yep.
We've just done the killing in.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I don't remember doing the top. I don't remember doing the top right half.
You didn't.
No.
That's the passive perception checks.
Oh, that's just what we've done just then.
Right. I see. Yeah, because I remember going through. We found the secret room.
A secret room with the werewolves thing in it, yeah.
Yeah, the secret room with the collar.
Yeah, because
Okay,
she's
then.
a werewolf.
I need. Okay, so you were doing music.
Mm-hmm.
I was helping to loot.
Okay, so can Narlock and Celadine give me an investigation check? If you don't have an investigation skill, it is your intelligence modifier.
Well, that's slightly better.
With advantage for Narlock.
Oh dear, that's not very good. That's a 5 from me.
Ew, icky.
There's a lot of blood.
I rolled the exact same thing both times. It is 16.
Fantastic.
Lot of blood. Ew.
So while Celadine is making a bit of a fuss over what you are quite frankly used to, having grown up with raider orc parties. Thank you. Kind of getting through all those things, of their weapons and armor, there's nothing really of worth. It would actually, in terms of the armor, it actually cost more to get it repaired than to sell it, and you'd lose money. That said, what you do find is one large bottle of very cheap wine. And when I say cheap wine, I mean you'd rather drink fermented piss than this, but if you have to, it's alcohol at least.
Ow, it's worse than Baldrick's wine.
Yeah.
I have some ideas for this.
Do you want that, or should it go in the bag of holding?
Yes, cheap wine go boom.
I was thinking exactly the same thing, my friend.
You're doing it for yourself.
I thought cheap wine was weaker than a nun's piss.
No, really cheap wine is alcoholic as fuck. It's got to make up for everything else.
No, look, now could
And 4 bottles of rum.
Hey,
Now this we can
Come
take
me say this now, look, but do we make them drink
for you.
the wine on fire first before it goes boom?
Okay, I tell you what. Do you guys want to carry one of the bottles of rum out, and I'll put the other 3 in the bag of holding? By the way.
Yes, please. I don't want the temptation.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Where did that come from?
Zed, if you're getting tempted, give me the drink. I'll take care of it in a very safe place.
Not barely. Oh. What would the party like to do now?
I'm Tibbles is keeping watch on the north entrance. I'm keeping watch on the south.
Give me a perception check, 1 for you and 1 for him.
Do we get advantage?
No, because you're looking in 2 different ways, but you've
Right.
trained Tibbles at this point to be able to communicate with you.
Right. So me first. It's 30. And
13.
Tibbles. Oh, natural 20.
That'll do it.
There is nothing coming from either way. That said, You get the impression from Tibbles that there is something in the direction that he is facing. So if you follow the northern route, you may find something alive.
I think Tibbles says that there's something living down the north side.
Well, we're on our way to find whatever people we can that have been kidnapped. Maybe they might be that way.
I draw my great sword and hold it ready.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna nip to the bathroom here because this is starting to hurt.
Alright.
Don't pee in the corner.
Now,
Oh, sorry, that wasn't in character shit. Sorry.
It's all right. As Cal would know, someone who's had stones in the past, it's
Ow.
Can't talk from experience, but yeah.
yeah. Let's say, well, from where you worked.
Yeah.
Rum?
Okay.
There's some in mine at the moment, so I'll finish that then have some. That'd be alright with you.
No problem. Just sharing the crack.
Can I say as well, guys, with your gifts, I'll send what you can, but there is one of them that might be a little bit late because I'm still making it.
Aww.
Oh.
Do you have a mixer, or would you like to have it neat?
There's the cola that's in the fridge. Can you have it with that?
Okay.
Aldi have got this cinnamon cola in that. It's not bad, but it tastes like it's got rum in it already, and it hasn't,
Yeah.
and that's weird.
It's quite strange.
Mmm.
I guess that's good. If you're doing the dry January. It's like Dr. Pepper. It tastes like amaretto.
Oh god, I was suggesting to people on the Kokorokon Discord, I'm like, hide your drinks in the fruit shoot stuff. No one will notice. You're drinking Coke Zero. Zero Coke, 100% alcohol.
Mhm.
I'll say on the notes as well, guys. I've got my ticket.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for my money to transfer from my bank into my PayPal, because apparently it can take about 3 to 5 business days. So I hope to God it gets there.
We're holding off, to be honest, not because we don't have faith in the convention, but because of Cal's work and everything, we don't know quite what the situation will be.
There's a very good chance that one of my final exams will be at the same time.
Yeah.
So I completely understand that. I mean, it's in the middle of my 3rd year, potentially when my dissertation is due.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Shit.
That's if this freaking exam, which is coming back on in a week or so. If I really hope I passed it, but
I'm sure you will.
You
You
will
will.
have.
Yeah,
Yours
it was-
is underestimate yourself.
it's not that. It was an atrocious exam. It was a 2-hour exam. We were given 4 hours for it. The additional 2 hours is to allow us to upload the data, obviously.
Yeah.
The examiner, the guys writing the exam, however, thought it would be fun to add extra steps in to fill the time.
On.
So, it took me
Same
2
way
hours to
as
get through the
kidney
first
infection.
question.
That's annoying. But I'm sure you did a lot better than what you think.
Oh yeah.
I hope so. And just seeing that, Jenny, I'd like to hit them around the head with a bag of dice because it looks heavy.
Oh, it
It
is.
is.
That's considering that I've emptied part of it because I made a box specially for Celadin's dice. It's a box of blue. It's a box of blue.
Blue box.
Do you still have your murder box?
Murder box. Murder
You know,
box.
the one that you open and it plays the song.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Uh,
It's not haunted.
Murder
Just it
box.
occasionally plays itself in the middle of the night.
That thing should be an SCP.
Yeah, he is right.
It's
It's not dangerous.
No, it's a completely contained and friendly SCP if it is one.
Euclid?
Yeah, Euclid are the friend. Well, not friendly, but contained. Yeah.
Yeah,
Safe.
Euclid are non-hostile.
Jenny, is that enough to do a little bit more run?
No, that's absolutely fine. Thank you.
It's Keter is the one that you really need to look out for.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the one. Those are the ones like that giant crocodile that wants to kill everything and has to be stored in acid so it doesn't.
Bloody hell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
SCP,
that
definitely.
very creepy weeping angel.
Oh, the
Mm.
concrete teddy.
Or as as Markiplier calls it, Freddy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
I was thinking that.
What about the the one I like is the amusement is the theme park in somewhere in Russia. That just occasionally the rides suddenly come on, and if you're within a certain radius, you just fucking die.
Shit.
Honestly, just go on the SCP wiki.
Hit
Not
random.
late at night, but have a good read of it.
The one that creeps me out is the thing that if you ever see its face.
Oh, that thing.
It's a big elongated man that sits there in this position most of the time crying, but if you see its face, it runs at you and kills you, and you can't make it stop.
And nothing will stop it.
No,
When they brought its image or anything, it knows instinctively where you are and will run for you.
Yeah. When they brought it in, they had tanks with them, and those just slowed it down enough for them to get it into a lead-lined box.
The only thing that they were able to use that kind of slowed it down considerably, and even then it was still fucking going, was an anti-aircraft missile launcher.
Jesus.
You know how they tested it as well, the effectiveness? They got a tattoo artist from Death Row, dropped him into a bathysphere deep below the sea, showed him an image of the creature, got him to sketch it, let the creature go loose to kill him, and then tested to see whether the artist impression would work or not. Thankfully, it didn't.
No.
Oh, that's good at least.
Yeah, drawings of it don't count, which is useful.
Photographs do.
Yeah.
The other one was that lake of blood or something that gets denser as you get deeper.
Yeah, and and then there's the other lake of blood that just produces things.
Okay, this is getting kind of fucked up now, by the way.
Yeah.
What about the unsolved question? Because that's a mixture of everything.
What?
It should be an SCP. The unsolved question.
Which unsolved question? Sorry.
There are many unsolved questions.
There we go.
Yeah. No, but it's like
the
they
root.
never reveal what SCP-001 is, do they?
No, but it's pretty obviously supposed to be an angel.
Yeah.
If I'm thinking of the right one, that might be
Yeah,
two.
That's one of the 10 potential ones it could be.
Ah,
Oh yeah, because they adjusted it in one of the updates.
okay. I've not read it for a very long time.
No.
But they give you good ideas. I mean, there's a typewriter and the musical score that you have to finish or compelled to finish.
Yeah.
Mm.
We've had a rest, haven't we? So I've got my spell slots back, right?
No, you've not taken a rest yet.
Are you sure? Because
No, we did. I don't think we took a rest because we
No, we
literally
just stopped.
killed and that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We-
did I use any spells last time then? I don't think I did. 'Cause
I don't believe you did because you've not really been in combat.
Okay, that's
That
fine
was the
then.
one combat you were in, and I think you mostly used your mace.
So I was just looking through my spell book and realised it doesn't look like I've used any spells, but I didn't want to be cheaty.
No. How many spell slots do you have at your level?
God only knows.
You're level 4, right?
Oh, hang on, I've got them in tick box.
Oh yeah.
So 3 level 1s and 2 level 2s.
Alright. And then obviously your cantrips.
And all my cantrips, yeah. All
Yeah.
my totally useless illusion cantrips.
Sorry about that.
It's alright.
Yeah,
I
right.
don't know, you've been making really good use of
Dazzle.
Dazzle.
I've used Pass Without Trace so far. I've got 3 more left. I can
Yeah,
use.
because you're a level 4 bard at the moment, aren't you?
Mhm.
And I have used weaponry.
Yeah, you're the only non-caster in the party.
Yeah, I think I'm.
And I'm not entirely sure if I actually cast a spell last time.
I don't think you did, no.
Okay, so yeah, we've all still got all our spell
Well, to
slots
be fair,
there.
you've actually only had 1 combat so far.
Yeah.
We're a lot of half-naked guys. Yay!
Exactly.
Yay!
Okay then. So, what does the party want to do?
I'm busy helping Narlock loot, as I said, and getting. Yeah, I know it's done, but for RP purposes,
Okay.
because I don't know that Tibbles has found anything,
Yeah.
and Zed's not said anything thus far. So currently, Rubato is still playing.
Yep.
And I'm looting things with Narlock, only not very well.
Yes.
I reiterate from Tibbles that he believes there is something living down the North Passage.
Tips?
How do you spell dun 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 dun? Sorry, what happened?
I moved and stand by the north passage and wait for the rest of the party to get ready. I've drawn my great sword and I'm ready.
I'm just up there with the half corpse that's just looted from it, and he's like, okay, just throw a pile of intestines away.
You know what? You were getting your hands in the intestines and you rolled well. Find a gold coin.
Oh, okay.
That's how you spell dun 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 dun. I've gone over to Roberto and I'm showing him how you spell dun dun dun
I
dun.
see.
I can just imagine you doing a ribbon dance with that.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh no! What? I don't need to sing that bit. Oh, but I'll still write it down because I'll need that.
Okay. Oh wait, we're supposed to be saving people. Come on, we'll write the song later.
Yep.
You'll write the song later.
Right. Okay.
Right, we're saving people.
Yeah, he'll sing it at the regaling.
Yeah, you didn't. We'll get to have an actual party this time because we had to leave last time.
Well, that depends. When are we due in that other place? Didn't you make a deal?
Yeah, that's like 28.
Of
Everyone frantically scamper through notes.
You were asked to be in Dale for the 28th
Yep.
of Kythorn, which is the 6th month.
Oh, we've got a little while yet then.
2 weeks down, twat face. Why did I write that?
Well, it's only the 2nd of Kythorn now, so we're all right for now.
Mm-hmm.
We're okay.
Okay, I start moving down the north passage, and there's 2 right turns, isn't there?
There is, yes.
So he's going up. Yeah.
I'll follow Tibbles' lead because I'm guessing he can tell he is able to figure it a bit better because he got a natural 20.
Okay, can I have the marching orders?
No.
Me and Tibbles first.
I'll go next.
I'd like to be as far at the back as I can.
Okay.
I'll go next.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Understood. Okay, so following the northern passage, you take a 90-degree turn right and another 90-degree turn right, followed very swiftly by another 90-degree turn left. At which point the party come to a crossroads.
Mm-hmm.
Now you know that if you take the left-hand path, you will go back to the starting corridor. If you go straight on, that is a route you haven't had a look yet.
Yep.
If you carry on right, which is the direction that Tibbles appears to be motioning, could Narlock, Zed, and Roberto all give me a listen check? Celadine is too far at the back. So, no. Mies will be able to. Mies has got a good sense of smell, not hearing.
Yeah.
Always +1.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have
Nice.
it written down what my plus is, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, I can get that very quickly. Dudley plus
I have it written down just in case you don't. It's a +7.
Right.
That's fine for me.
So we just need to roll, don't we?
16.
9.
So do you want the dice number? Yeah.
Oh no, those ones I actually want you guys to add. It's only combat rolls
Right.
where just give me the number.
Okay,
Right.
16 then.
Yeah. 16.
And 9. Okay, Zed and Narlock, you two can hear from the right-hand path the sound of sobbing. It's very, very faint. It could also be... You know when something is so faint, you can't work out whether it's one thing or another? This is so faint, you can't tell if it's sobbing or laughing.
I look down at Tibbles to see.
That's the way that he's pointed as well, yes.
That's it. Let's try it.
This turns out to be a banshee. I have your head.
Banshees can
Quickly
scream.
hasten noting.
I whisper to Tibbles. If I die, make sure you get his nuts.
Ah.
I retract my last statement.
Right. I start moving towards the sound of the moaning / laughing.
Alright. Carrying on a very short way down the hallway, you come to another crossroads. This time, I'll have that. Thank you.
I love that map. It's very dark in here.
I assume I can just make out some faint things in black and white.
Why are we whispering?
Because we might get attacked.
Alright.
I could write a whisper song, but you won't hear any notes.
So is it mean? So we can go straight ahead or we can turn left? Is it?
You come to a crossroads that you guys hadn't previously mapped out. That's right. You could go left, which you can see opens up into a large auditorium-like hallway. Straight on is just a very long corridor, so long that even between the four of you's collected night vision, triggering on the infrared heated stones that light this place, and your own carried stone lantern, you can't see to the end of this hallway. Or you can all now hear the sobbing noise. It's coming from your right.
Can someone sneak forward and see what it is? I can't really in this armor.
Look of shadows.
Okay, so we're running at +10 to your stealth modifier.
Be nice. Be nice if it's someone sad.
You could literally just see it just go. Where'd you go?
Let's see, my move silent is so it's plus 17.
Don't be a witch, don't be a witch, don't be a witch.
+17.
Wow.
31.
31. You're sneaking. And as you move into the corridor, you can see that this short corridor opens up into a room. Not a particularly large room, probably only about twice the size of the sitting room that you found earlier.
Sizable, but not massive.
Exactly. And in the middle, that's right, just kind of square room. And in the middle of the room, you see two bound figures. One is a young boy, probably no older than 11 or 12 at most, scraggly, in the worst ways. Clearly this child has not been well fed and in recent times has not been well cared for. Then the second figure is a woman. This one probably closer to middle age than she is to young. What may have once been quite nice blonde hair, scraggly and greasy, hanging. Both have their backs to you, and they are hands bound behind their back where you can see them. Can you pass me the big book, please?
That one?
The big book.
Oh. Get it there.
Thank you.
Is there any stones around?
You mean like loose?
Yeah.
Give me a investigation check.
10.
For saying this place is old and probably looks like it may have once been a mine shaft, the maintenance that's been done on it since it's clearly been taken over by these bandits and Asim Lock, you see no stones. There are no loose anything.
Okay. Let me see what I have on me then.
Something more worrying than the sound of dice, is there?
That's why I like this dice tower. It makes it very distinctive when I roll.
It could just be random rolling.
Yeah, he might just be playing with his dice.
True, I could
We
think.
hear the moaning, do we, from where we are?
Oh, you guys can hear the sobbing noise, and it doesn't appear to be getting worse, but it's not getting better.
If it's just someone who's like, if it's one of the prisoners, Narlock will let them loose, won't he? 'Cause he's a good man.
I want to get their attention, but not in a way that they'll recognize it's me. So, keeping to the shadows, I'm going to empty my water skin onto the ground so that maybe the trickling water across the floor might get their attention. If they're hostile, it might get a reaction. If they aren't, it'll get a reaction, but it'll at least let me know in some way, maybe, that, they aren't.
That might be screwed.
Okay. As you upend the contents of your water skin on the floor, the trickle, you have to get the angle kind of right, because the floor here is, as I said, it's been so well maintained. You have to find the grooves between the stone flooring that allows the water to travel.
Gone down to it like that and squeezed so that it's sort of propelling it along that line.
Or you physically moved forward and done it.
No, I've just done it like crouching down like that. And
Yeah, that's what I mean. It takes a couple of attempts before you manage to get the water seeping down the floor towards them. There's a moment's shock and intake of breath from both, and you see the middle-aged the woman try to almost like half crawling, half worming almost towards the boy as if trying to protect him.
Okay. So from that, I can assume that they are not hostile, at which point I just whisper out to them, keep your voices down.
Okay.
Did I get any reaction?
They're not sobbing anymore. But there's no like murmuring, there's no... They're clearly terrified.
I whisper to them, who are you? Keep in mind I still have my weapons drawn at this point.
Can you give me a persuasion check with disadvantage? You're whispering to them in the dark.
Narlock's frightening an orphan and his mother. Sorry, frightening a child and its mother.
So, being a rogue.
11.
What'd you roll?
11. I rolled 9 plus 2. 11.
11. Sorry, I thought you said I win.
11.
You hear a murmuring from the woman. Can you give me a listen check? It's very quiet.
18.
18. It's so quiet you can make out only a few words. You definitely hear the word Pelennor. You're certain you heard them say Pelennor. And you're definitely certain you heard the word ambush. And woman in red is a phrase you hear.
We don't know this, do we? So
No, sorry.
They've stopped whimpering. What do you think is going on?
I don't know.
During this amount of time, by the way, it's been probably close to about 5 minutes for the rest of the party as you've been listening in and trying to hear. By the way, he's been so quiet none of you could hear him.
Tipple's can you hear anything?
It doesn't matter.
You don't get much of a reaction.
They've stopped crying.
I'm going to move back I mean, I just casually, like quietly, say to them, "Don't move. Just being an ass."
Yeah. Absolutely fine.
I make my way back
Okay.
to the group, and I say, "Right, I just sort of pop up. Surprise!
Don't do that. Jesus.
I'm not convinced, but I sort of, I'm not 100% sure if they are friendly or not, or if this is a trap."
What did they say?
What do you mean they?
They didn't say anything. There's a woman and there's a child. The thing is, though, I heard something of what the mum said to the kid. She said something along the lines of ambush, woman in red. I heard the name of the town we just came from. I don't know if it's, they were in the ambush and they were kidnapped, or are they setting up an ambush for us, for someone else? I don't know. I don't want to risk that. Anyone got any means of detect motive? I don't.
Wait.
Would Tibbles know any better than we do?
But you've not left them.
Woman and child.
There's a child.
Woman in red. Can I is there anything I would know? Anything related to the ambush?
There was no mention of a woman in red.
And the woman outside wasn't in red.
No, she was in sort of browns and tans, mostly cottons and cloths.
Woman and child. I don't believe that they would be.
I'm certainly not standing here and leaving a little child and its mother tied up. I'm heading down to the corridor.
Okay,
And-
you head in.
Celadine, before you do,
What?
can you check the orb and see if you can see anything through it?
Scrying orb.
Yeah,
I'll check it. Fine, but then we're going to go and help them, yes?
agreed. If nothing comes of the orb, agreed.
I step in front of Celadine, just hold the sword ready. I'm gonna walk with her around.
Okay.
Okay.
What exactly are you looking for?
I guess I'm trying to sense if these two are good or evil. Is
You
there
don't know
or anything
these
about a woman
people.
of red, maybe?
Okay, looking into the woman in red.
Hmm.
Give me a... Do you have a use magic item skill?
I don't know.
Okay, then let's go with intelligence modifier +2.
The Arcana.
Basically, yeah.
Well, I might have Arcana. Hang on. No, I do not. I've got insight.
No.
So this is rolling to +5. That's not bad. 16.
16 is pretty good. Okay. The mist and the fog in the orb change very slowly, revealing many different women in red clothing, ranging of all ages, all races, until after about 30 seconds of it scrolling through these images, it kind of stops on one woman. And you get a real sense from this woman, not necessarily anything evil, but it's more who she's talking to that concerns you. There are two men in front of her. One you recognise like that. It's Asim Locke. It's the man in black, wearing his long black robes. You can't hear what they're saying, that's not how a scrying orb works. The other man, meanwhile, you give me an intelligence. Actually, Zed, you were the one that made major note of this. Could you give me an intelligence check?
That's not a good intelligence check.
I'll give you an advantage on this one.
Thank you. Oh, natural 20.
Nice.
Rather,
You recognise instantly. Your mind flashes back to the fight with the toad and the chest that you found in the smuggler's den, that there were two different symbols. One being a blue phoenix.
That's the one I took.
Yeah, which you were able to work out, or as far as you understand, is the symbol of a Captain Rugsmelg. Whereas the other symbol was that of a metallic skull. And the other man speaking to this woman who is in a very refined long red dress that you would typically see going out to some kind of civil event, like an opera show or to appear in court. He's wearing a metal skull mask, and he himself is wearing long black robes and has a thick red sash about his neck. The only parts of skin you can recognise is the top of his head, which is slicked back and blonde. Think sort of like Draco Malfoy, that style.
Why am I getting a weird image of full frontal with a skull mask?
Hang on.
I'm sorry. This is one of the.
The one you're describing, is this Rugsmelg?
No,
This
this
is
is the other one.
Right.
This
What
is
a-
Captain Apala.
Paula, thank you.
Sorry, I think this is one of the few times that Chris will be happy I'm actually making a Gundam reference.
Oh, it's a Gundam thing.
Not Crusade, is it?
Hmm?
I'm just thinking of the reference because there was a blonde character now who had a mask on.
Oh, okay.
Basically
No.
the
I
same.
don't know
I'm
Gundam.
pretty sure it probably looks the same.
Hmm.
Yeah, although I'm guessing the hair is probably a bit more platinum blonde than that.
Yeah.
Huh.
That kind of looks scully.
Yes, that's actually nearly 100% right.
To be honest, yeah, that's kind of what I'm describing here, except instead of the red clothing, black robes, though not the same kind as Asim Locke, who's in the long black leather robes. This man is in much more...
Severus
more
Snape?
like a cloak than a robe, really.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Remembering names, you got a crit pass. You remember that the other name, the name associated with that skull, was Captain Apala.
That's. So I said, that's the symbol of a Captain Atala. Do you remember that treasure hoard that we fell into?
The one with the two different sorts of chests, yeah?
I got the blue phoenix crest. That one, the other one belonged to him.
Then, and that's Asim Locke she's talking to. So, is she Rain?
Possibly.
Hmm.
If
Hang
that's
on.
if that's the case, woman in red. If that means the hostage, that means they're hostages. If they're bound like this, are they sacrifices?
Then we go and cut them free, and I'll check.
Narlock hammers it down the hallway.
We cut them free, we get them free, and I'll check the orb again, holding onto her ledger. Because we know the ledger belonged to Rain.
As you two just figure that out of they might be hostages, Narlock is just 1 second. It's just
I didn't say hostages. I said sacrifices.
even worse.
I'm sorry. Two people tied up alone in a bigger room. Just the two of them out of the many people that were taken. That leads me to think something. So,
Look again.
as Narlock, I'm guessing Saladin follows him. I follow through too.
To be honest, what happens there is I'm looking at the orb and I'm saying, so we'll cut them free and then I'll check the orb again, at which point we just hear thump go past us at high speed, I assume, and she takes off after him.
Yeah. So we all head into the room.
Okay, I
They're
know
gonna
that
shit their
Narlock,
pants.
Narlock was at the front.
Yeah.
What was the order entering the room? The room is big enough to go two abreast.
Okay, so it would be Narlock followed by me and Saladin, followed by
Roboto bring up the rear.
Barto.
Yep.
And of course,
Oh yeah, Tibbles would be next to Roberto then because it's the closest to me, because Saladin's taking up the other square.
Just looks like, hurry up! I've only got little legs. Slow down.
You do.
Boing, 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 boing.
So how with that out of breath? It's only a tiny.
Oh yeah, it's only about 15 feet.
I'm guessing that Narlock is going straight for the 2. I'm following, but I'm keeping my eyes peeled around me. I don't think
Narlock is just running, screaming, thinking back to his time in the dungeon, thinking, not again, not again, not again.
Oh shit, this is like PTSD for you.
Is this when he hits a trapdoor? Oh shit, not again!
I swear to fuck if there's a trapdoor in the floor.
I think I'm gonna have to get one of those little things that Bob Dylan had around his neck with the harmonica. So when I'm running here, it's like yeah. So I get the bit to touch the harmonica. So when I'm running and panting, goes.
My dad has one of them, and he made a big mistake with it.
Okay. So. You stepping out for a sec, Nick?
Yeah, I'm just stepping out for 1 second. I can still hear you. What are you doing?
Okay, that's fine then. Okay.
Okay, some coke. Would you like some coke?
Yes, I've crack.
I'm heading straight for the little boy if I can still see them.
Absolutely. Narlock, you have reached the 2 figures first. I need. Well, actually, I don't need anything from any of you, actually, because...
Come on, Jerry Vice.
Then that's really nervous now.
I'm ready.
Oh, cactus. Oh,
Hit the...
cactus reroll. Saladin take 4 damage.
What?
Roberto takes 16.
Fuck!
How many hit points you got?
Oh, I've got... hang on. I've taken 16, so I have... Currently 59, so...
As a pair of humanoid rat creatures drop down from the ceiling, bringing cutlasses straight down Saladin's back and down Roberto's back. Can everyone roll me initiative, please?
No, because my back hurts.
Initiative's
D6, isn't it?
It is D6. Yeah, you guys all roll D6.
all my D6s are at the bottom of this bloody box.
It's just a D6 roll, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's not good. 1.
2.
Mind you, I'd be like, ow, and then getting up and I'm like, that fucking hurts. Dead feet.
Okay, well, we'll need to wait for Nick to come back.
Yeah.
Humanoid rat creatures.
Are the woman and child still there?
They are. Nolok has freed them. They are currently cowering at the back.
I've just gone in and full on like got my sword and just swung it round twice to cut the ropes on them.
Yep. And as you did that, you freed them obviously, and it was in that same moment that these 2 rat creatures dropped on Roberto and Saladin.
I've just gone in like, ha ha, boom boom. Oh shit.
Ah, fuck then.
Just the second I realise these things have hit Saladin, I'm gonna throw my fucking dagger at it.
We'll have to wait until combat starts.
I'm just going to cry.
Actually, we can start this up. Did anyone beat 6?
No.
Okay.
You know we didn't, you whore.
Well, did anyone get 6?
No.
Okay, 5.
I've got a number and a D6.
Yep.
Right.
Nick got 6.
Nick got 6. What is Nick's dexterity?
I think it's the same as mine. I think it's +2 or +4. Let me see. Nick's is. Where is it?
No worries. I've just checked if it is +2.
Yeah, it's +2.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, anyone get 5?
Nope.
4.
Yep.
3. 2.
Hi.
Roboto last.
Yo.
Okie dokie. Obviously, with Zed, Tibbles goes same round.
So, I think, Nick, you're probably either going first or second.
Second, so I can actually run the were-rats first.
Oh, fuck.
So, on Celadine and Romonto.
Please go away.
Oh, shit.
Please no.
Squeak.
Well, I just got slashed in the back. Put it away!
Stop playing with your instrument and help us.
Right, I shall brandish my silver, not the harmonica.
That misses Celadine.
Oh.
Yay, I'm very dexterous.
And Mrs. Roboto with their long swords. Both of them kind of, with their cutlasses, sorry, they kind of go in, just and they're just kind of a bit wild and neither of them kind of hit you. They're kind of they're kind of a bit bloodlusty after that first attack. It went so well.
They felt so good.
Felt so good. They just wanted a second one. And they just kind of rushed in.
So in this case, I can't believe it actually worked.
Pretty much. All right. Yeah. Now we're waiting on Nick.
5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, forgot my drink.
Thunder Zed is go.
1.
Oh, damn it.
There we go. Come on.
Remember, you have a dinner already eat.
Yes, I know. Okay, so making a swing at the first one with my greatsword. 18.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, the
Which one were you going for? You were going for the one that was attacking Celadine or the one that was attacking Roboto?
Celadine. Sorry, Roboto.
That's all right.
I should say I am absolutely fine in terms of HP, but I do appreciate being
I was stood right next to Celadine, so it would be the closest one to me.
Actually true. Okay. Yeah, make me your attack. It's D10 plus 5 total.
Yeah, because they're not. Are they beasts or monstrosities?
They are shape changers, so they don't come under either of your categories.
Curses!
Bad memories.
5 plus
Plus 5.
plus so 10.
Because you get plus 2 for your damage and plus 3 for the weapon. So 10 total. Alright? Narlock, your turn.
Oh, what about Tibbles?
Oh, Tibbles, yeah. Roll Tibbles.
Tibbles is gonna go for the one attacking Narlock.
There isn't one attacking Narlock.
Oh, Roboto, sorry. Why do I keep getting you guys mixed up? Because
Bards and Rogues.
Yeah,
Barton Road.
We're kind of two sides of the same coin.
7.
Miss. So Tibbles goes in to try and bite at the were-rat and just misses. Okay.
I am gonna go for the one attacking Roberto because it looks like he's got that other one under control.
Okay, go for it.
So,
Nat 20.
not 20
Hey!
with the greatsword.
Oh, the
Destroy.
DM's
I also
exhausted.
get to throw my dagger.
With
which
your
I'm going
broadsword,
to
yeah?
use- I'm going to use my dagger as the it's what do you call it?
You've already used its special ability.
Oh yes, I have. Yeah. Okay.
You've
In that
expended
case,
that today.
then I'm going to just roll the throw the dagger as well.
Okay.
So, 9.
9 damage.
No, 9.
Oh, 9 throwing dagger.
I'm guessing that misses.
That's a miss. The dagger just goes just off the wall.
So I've just gone. Ah!
Yeah.
And missed.
Okay, I like it. Looks range, so you technically should have rolled with a disadvantage.
So the shapeshifters, do they come under the higher or lower damage?
Lower.
Okay.
They're medium creatures.
Okay.
Yeah,
so,
they're medium to small creatures come under the lower damage modifier
okay, so that is
with certain weapons.
Just on the note of this, these aren't what were the two.
No, these were 2 that dropped off the ceiling.
No, the woman and child are hiding behind Narlock.
Yes.
Presumably crying more now.
Yeah.
That is 11 damage total.
Is that including the double damage bonus from the broadsword?
That is, I did D6 and I got 3 plus 2 is 5, and then I rolled it again and got 4 plus 2 is 6.
No, with this, I don't, actually, yeah, I'm fine with that, because I don't mind if you want to roll or if you want to just double it. Personally, I prefer doubling it. So, 11 damage.
Yeah, 11 damage.
And what about for the dagger?
Oh, the
miss,
dagger
I
miss.
guess I missed,
Yeah.
It just
You bring the broadsword down on the were-rat, and it takes a second before the magic with it, because this isn't a giant, but you are using a magic weapon, the damage still applies, and the slash just cuts across the thing's side. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, Dudley.
no, you're right. I don't remember what I said.
Oh, it's alright.
I don't think I said anything. I'm just too busy thinking about what the fuck am I going to do to these bastards.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Oh shit.
Zed, take 2 damage. Narlock, take 12.
Oh no! Another back attack.
Yeah, the 2 that you just freed. As you turn your back to them, the child and the woman morph into the were-rats and come at you with their own hidden cutlasses. You know I like ambush tactics.
I know!
I knew it! I fucking called it!
Well done. And I'm making a coffee.
Always depend on the kindness of strangers.
Watch that episode today. I want to see the musical version of Streetcar.
Fair enough.
Yeah, me too.
It looks really, honestly, I know it's Simpsons, but it looked really good. Sorry.
It's alright. So, the second attack, because that first attack was a surprise round, what was once the child tries to drive its sword into Zed, trying to improve what it just did, and just doesn't do it.
Okay,
Hold on.
I'm my turn.
The
Yes,
one that was the old woman turns around and accidentally slashes the small boy.
oh!
That's what you get for
Fucking
being
nat ones. Right, Celadine, your turn.
right, you say there's what? Have I just seen those 2 behind Narlock transform?
Give me a perception check.
That's 16, 17, 18, 19.
Yes.
Right. I would like then to let's see who's in the most fucking danger. It's probably Narlock because there's 2 behind him. Where there's the 2 behind me, but I've got 2 guys who can hit with me. So I would like to try and cast Dazzle behind Narlock at those 2.
So there's 1 behind Narlock. 1 attack Narlock, 1 attack Zed. You basically each got 1 on you apiece. Now, that said, what you're talking about though with the Dazzle
But
doing...
you just said that the 2 behind Narlock transformed there.
Yes, and 1 went for Zed.
Oh, 1 ran for... Right, okay,
Yeah.
I misunderstood.
That said, you can still hit both, just.
But then I'd have to take the risk of hitting one of my friends, wouldn't
You
I?
would have to take the risk of hitting Zed.
Right, never mind that then. I will grab my will flail and I would like to hit the one who used to be the adult woman,
Okay.
not the child, because Celadine still has a bit of a moral compass. I would also like to be shouting in common, which we presumably can think they understand. You can just leave, you can just leave. You could really just leave, we don't want to hurt you necessarily.
Okay, absolutely happy for you to do that.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, what do I need to roll?
D20, and tell me the number.
Oh, that's not going to hit. I rolled a 5. Why do you only behave when I'm being nice?
Yeah, that misses. That said... Oh, you got fucking lucky. As your Wolfwell casts out, you see the cutlass of the one that is currently in melee range with you come down just in front of you. You prompted an attack opportunity.
I know,
Yeah.
but I'm not. She doesn't want to attack what was a child and is presumably a little were-rat.
Oh, the one that's in melee range is one of the ones that dropped down from the ceiling.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't know what they might be. Right.
I might need the map to identify.
Right, no worries. I'll
I'll
go
go
get...
get it. You.
Roberto, your turn.
Right, which ones are within 4 foot of me?
Within 4 foot of you.
Yep.
ones that attack you and Celadine.
Right, I want to have a go at trying the charm and plant suggestion ability.
Okay. What's your implant suggestion?
It's transform human.
Oh, you want to trigger them to shape change? Okay, alright. Thank you. I will draw up the map in just a moment.
Sorry, because I'm having trouble working out which one's on who.
Right, okay, no worries.
It depends if it wakes.
Right, what is the DC modifier?
DC modifier, where do I find?
Check the player's handbook, go to Bard spells, or Bard abilities.
Oh, Christ. That'll be... Magic user spell, magic spell.
It's not in the spell section, it's towards the back in the Bard section. Yes, Bards have their own dedicated section, because Bards and Psionics were not really they were more like original Unearthed Arcana.
No, just go to Bard's table, Bard's table, Bard's table, Bards.
Here we go, I've got it.
Yeah,
What are we looking at? What abilities is that? You have hit points.
I am sorry if it seems like I am fighting stupidly, but trouble is with character, I really,
It's in character. That's
in
fine.
character I cannot justify her attacking what she thinks might be a child.
Yeah.
No, I
There you go.
completely understand, because I was the same with the Greek Gods one. It's like, I hate playing the asshole, but I had to play the asshole.
Yeah.
Okay, so the way this spell works, as I understand it, yeah, here we go. Right, the way it works isn't a... We've kind of been doing this a bit wrong, Dud.
Okay.
Right, looking at how this is literally worded. Basically, it is a chance to charm.
Yep.
Right? And if it works, all creatures within 4 feet of the bard must be diced. And if they fail, they are charmed and sit entranced while you sing. So you may not make an attack during this maneuver, but that said, if this works, those two ain't doing anything.
Okay.
And all combat attacks against them will be classified as prone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
Got it.
So yeah, it takes you out of the combat, but it bloody works. Right, what is your chance to charm? You're a level 4, yes? Right. So D100 percentile check. First one passes. Second one fails.
Okay, so this is one.
So the one that was the one that was in front of Celadine, the one that just made that attack, goes. Just kind of sits down listening to you play.
So what's the suggestion bit then with the singing?
Suggestion.
Yeah, because on my list, what you gave me here,
Yes, I think I might have worded something a bit weird.
because that's the list you gave me when we first started.
Didn't suggestion apply to like situations like whenever we got people to come outside the bar that it wasn't so much
Yeah,
combat
well, that's
as
why-
it was-
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah,
what,
the
that's what I
implant
did.
suggestion, once it is charmed,
Okay,
so you have to charm it, then suggest it.
I've got it.
So once you've done the charm, next turn you can do the suggestion.
Excellent.
Yep.
Cheers, Alan.
It's kind of a maintained spell effect.
Okay. Awesome.
So the one that was on Celadine is basically just sat down on its haunches, just going.
Set your ass down on the floor. You son of a whore.
The one that's on you
Oh.
lets out this horrible noise. Imagine a giant rat, but howling.
Ah, loud noise.
Oh no! Well, yes, it is a loud noise. So, and from the walls crawl 4 giant rats.
Great, we now got a fucking army.
Right then.
Oh,
Okay.
it's still its turn, and it's going for Roboto. Of course, it misses. That said, all 4 of the rats are going for Roboto.
No!
They've just seen you do something quite brutal. Basically, take one of their allies out. So,
Alright, I'll play some Ariana Grande for them, okay?
I'm so sorry about that, everyone.
right, you take 1 hit of 2 damage, and then can you give me a disease check?
So no, paralysis poison's different.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
No.
There's nothing on here for saving throws or disease.
Can I look?
Okay. Yeah, there's nothing that. So that just sounds like standard Constitution.
You're right. I would assume it's a poison check.
All right. Okay, so I need to get 9, or grab 9.
Yep. 9 to 20, and you pass.
14.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. All right. Zed, you have just seen Roberto start to play his music, and what the were rat that was on Celadine has dropped to its floor, kind of entranced by the music. Oh, can you give me a concentration saving throw?
All right.
So you need to get 11 or higher.
Would this require underperformance or no?
No, but you do add 4 because of your bardic level, so you need to get 7 or higher.
7 higher. 7. Whew.
Not getting close.
Yee.
You've maintained the effect. Okay. So, at which point he has been attacked, and then 4 rats have all dived on him.
It's a mosh pit.
Now I have fucking.
Can you say a number, Cal? You gave me one right at the start.
Shit, I did, didn't I? It has those spells have a 20-foot radius and will basically push everything out of that radius.
Okay. I reach into something on my side. I raise it up and chant. What's on? I read the scroll and chant it out loud.
Can you give me actually with you wisdom is your spell check? Can you give me a wisdom throw?
No, that's 12.
12? That's enough. Give me 1 second just to confirm the rule.
Yeah, I couldn't find the spell.
It's not a spell, it's only in the Games Master's Manual.
Oh, rats. Okay.
Yeah, because it's classified as treasure. There we go.
I don't know what to do.
Right there.
Not one level.
Potion scrolls. Here we go. Takes 8 segments. Yep, so you've just managed to cast the scroll evokes a very powerful invisible globe of anti-magic. Oh no, here we go. So 4 segments, there are 7 types on the scroll. It was that one, I remember this, it was all forms. The magic circle from the reading of the scroll extends to a 10-foot radius, just enough to cover the entire party. It moves with the person who read the scroll. Each scroll protects against 49 hit dice of damage.
Whoa.
Sorry, hit dice of lycanthropes. Rounding all hit points pluses downwards unless they exceed +2.
Yes!
The protection is otherwise similar to that against elemental protection forms from shape changer scrolls. That's shape changers, so on elementals.
Because this is the since Fenrisulfur is the patron god of lycanthropes, it's like, by the white wolf, know your place.
Ooh!
Pretty much.
Holy balls.
2, 3. It will last for 25 rounds of combat.
Oh.
And upon the ending of the spell, the scroll will fade. But you all may attack out of the circle. but they may not deal damage to you in those 25 turns, starting at the end of Zed's turn.
Holy shit.
Literally.
Can I query?
What's up?
Has that done that to the rats as well?
No.
The regular rats are still in here.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And they can still hurt you.
Right, that's fine. I just wanted to double check.
So the rats can, but so far.
Narlock, as long as you are stood near Zed, you are protected by a barrier of these monsters not being able to hurt you at all.
Okay, so I'm protected from the were-rats outside of the bubble, but so long as I stay next to Zed.
Yeah, I will now actually draw up the map because actually this is going to be really fucking useful.
Badass.
Good, because it'll dictate my next move.
Okay.
Everyone, get behind the cleric!
Always get behind the cleric. Right. Okay.
Still hate clerics, patches.
Right.
Yes, now shut up and play the game.
So how many rats are on Roboto now?
4.
There's 4 rats on Roboto. So there's something I could do, and if you're busy still playing your music, it could still work. Because...
There we go.
Nice.
Okay, right. Right, that's much easier to see now.
There we go.
Okay.
So, Narlock, it's your turn. You are here. That is the were-rat that backstabbed you that was an old woman.
Okay.
Who may or may not have lived in a shoe.
That wasn't a woman who
Are
was
we
a
able
rogue.
to so they can't get to us, can we still attack them?
Yes, you may still attack them.
Right. With my hand still on my broadsword. I shall use my other hand to draw a card. I know this is my only action, I can't use my sword while I use this, but I may as well see what happens.
Okay, what did you draw?
Let's see.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
The 9 of diamonds.
You drew a pit!
Not again!
Turn into a potted plant.
You turned into King of the Wigglers.
Summon endgame boss. Oh shit.
9 of diamonds.
Yep.
As you draw the card, you see the sign of the 9 of diamonds, and you are now holding a bag of ball bearings.
Ooh.
1,000 of them.
Mmm.
It's about the size of Jenny's dice stash bag.
Yeah. I will mark that off.
God, that makes a hell of a racket when you
Yeah,
drop
It
it.
does, doesn't it? Alright then. We come around to the were-rats' turns.
This would have been really useful to get their attention earlier.
Oh well.
Oh, and yeah, that's permanent. Unless I say otherwise, it's permanent.
Okay. So I'm gonna just keep that on me and go, well, that was useless. So it's someone else's turn.
Yeah, theirs. Into the circle, as if like a massive shadow, arise 17 giant rats. I should say these are like base level enemies. It's more just numbers.
17!
Each were-rat may summon up to 2d6 giant rats.
Okay, right. That's changed what I was going to do.
So there's 17 in there right now, controlled by these 2 that are outside. 4, 8. So yeah, 4 to everyone except for Zed, who's getting 5.
Don't kill us with rats, please.
That's not the plan.
But I know you always talk about it. Base level enemies, if you throw enough of them,
Actually, to
every
be
party
honest-
will die.
They're going to be most pissed off at Zed, so all 17 are going for Zed.
I was only joking. A hit streak of bastard.
In the words of Salem. Oh.
You take 2 points of damage as one bites your ankle.
Oh, you little bastard!
Can you give me a disease or poison save?
Oh, poison. I'm okay at poison. Assuming I roll well. And I do!
You pass it. Yeah,
Yeah, pass.
fine. You take another 2 points of damage, and then 3 points of damage.
Just a second, so
7 altogether so far.
okay,
It's a good thing scrolls don't count as concentration spells.
All of everything.
Nope. And last 2. You take 2 points of damage. So, from 17 attacks, you took 9 points of damage, 3 of which were critical hits.
Well, yes.
They only deal like D3 damage. Oh, and once you pass a disease check against these things, you don't have to roll again. You're basically immune to the disease for 24 hours.
so do these rats remain?
Yes, but only as long as their masters control them. Which actually is something that Zed would know.
Yeah, oh yeah, because lycanthropes.
Yeah, all lycanthropes can do these kind of things. They can summon the mundane version of their beast form.
Take out the masters. They'll fall.
Celadine, you're up.
Right. So have I just heard Zed shout that?
Absolutely.
Right. See, the temptation is to deal with the rats so you guys can deal with the were-rats because I can't hit very hard. So what I think...
Do what you think is correct.
I'm going to turn myself towards Zed and I'm going to cast Colour Spray at all 17 of those rats and they should all be hit. And before you query that, I'm looking at that and then I'm looking at the amount of space that Colour Spray covers.
Fucking broken 1st edition wizard and illusionist spells. Yeah, they're all dead.
They're dead.
They're not, they should be just struck unconscious.
Yes. For how long?
They are struck unconscious from 2 to 8 rounds if their level is less than equal to that of the spellcaster.
They did.
So D8 rounds.
I don't know.
What does it say?
From 2 to 8 rounds if their
So
level
that's 2D4.
if their level is less than or equal to that of the spellcaster. They are also blinded for 1 to 4 rounds if their level or number of hit dice is 1 or greater than. They're all dead.
They're all unconscious for 4 rounds. Oh, in a round of combat, that is a full round of combat.
Oh, damn.
Okay, so there we go then.
That's 17 rats you guys don't have to deal with, and they can't summon more. Those 2 can't summon any more. There's only 1 more were-rat that can summon any rats, and he's currently enthralled by the pretty music.
Right, so my job is basically to keep these rats down, everybody else deal with the were-rats, because I can't hit them hard enough.
Roberto, what do you want to do?
That's actually a very good strategy.
You have 1 under charm, or you can do what you will. You could still use suggestion, it's down to you.
I have 2 ideas, but just give me a minute.
Okay, take your time, you're a caster.
Let's just spend 45 minutes.
Is that a new one? Take your time, you're a caster.
Should I turn him back? There's so many options. There ain't no going back. You asshole that attacked me. Change your form.
It's not the guy that attacked you that you've got the charm form that attacked Celadine.
What? One that attacked my friend. Now you transform. Be the low-life human scum that you are. Be just like one of us. Yeah.
Please
transform.
Give me your suggestion check, it's a D100. Currently charmed.
Is it with the?
Yeah, it's the percentiles.
So it's this one, and I
The other
need,
one, the same
I need
shape.
the unit one.
Yeah, you need a unit die.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a 98.
No.
What?
Hmm?
That's a 98 not pass.
Lower number better.
Oh.
What does it say on here?
It's the bard stat, basically a charm percentile based on your level. As a level 4 bard, you have a 24% charm, which you managed last time.
Right.
And then once charmed, you have a 48% chance to suggest.
Where's it saying there?
You may look in the player's handbook,
Okay.
and it is on page 118.
Okay. Sorry, it's because I've just not come across that bit yet.
That's
all.
alright. I suggest at some point, basically,
Ah.
just read through the bard section.
Charm percentage.
Because bard doesn't work the same in 1E as it does in 5e.
Okay. Of experience, college. I'm with you
You
now.
can see that it increases every single level up to the point where it's almost impossible to fail.
Okay. Level 4. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Legend lore and item knowledge percentage. So when does that come into play?
Oh,
Legend lore and item knowledge.
basically, I've had you actually roll for it multiple times. Basically, to know about something.
Okay.
The thing is still under your charm.
College is an important distinction. So would it then be a better idea if I get into actual high-ranked colleges for it to get better then? Or?
Oh, the colleges is basically as you get higher and higher rank. It's just called the college. Yeah. Okay.
Right, that's it.
Right, it's the were-rats on the outside. They summon the 17. They can't summon anymore. They're going to try and attack, and bink, bink. Their swords bounce off the aura that Zed has summoned. Zed, it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm looking around all of these rats. So while holding I pull out another scroll and I begin chanting. This is gonna be a big boom.
A big boom.
Oh shit.
Okay, give me a wisdom check, because that's your wisdom.
This spell takes a full turn to use. I think you said last time the Holy Ward scroll.
Oh.
Sweet Jesus. Goes against alignment, auto kill.
Oh.
Fuck.
Okay.
Do people want to do shit or just want to wait till Zed's turn?
I'm just gonna wait.
Just keep that one charmed.
Just
Um,
wait.
The only thing I'm going to do is the one that's right up against the thing. I'm just going to stab at it with my broadsword just because he fucked me off.
Do it.
I'm just. I only hit the ones that are on Z. There are still some of the
Still
rats.
some on Roboto, yes.
Yeah, there are little regular rats on Roboto.
Miss.
16.
That hits.
Right, it's D6 plus 2. That's 7. It's just a fuck you.
I don't need this anymore. Because I know what's coming and there's not a whole lot I can actually do. And I fucking love it. How much damage?
I did 7.
The were-rat that was a woman, you skewer it through the chest, bringing the blade out in one move, and as that part transforms back to human, it slumps to the floor in what is actually a very attractive young woman's form, with silvery blonde hair. Clearly the image it had before was some kind of illusion. These are shape changers. Okay. So that's that one dead. But yeah, yeah. Yeah. Too bad it doesn't fucking hit anything. It would have been a crit hit. Okay. Saladin, you're up.
I will use the cast of colour spray that's in my staff to hit the ones that are on Roboto.
Okay.
There's 4 on him, and
They're out for 6 rounds.
Bloody hell.
And Roboto, do you want to maintain your charm? Do you want to try and suggest? What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna fucking hit it if I can, because I'm one-handed. Or
You
not.
can't maintain the charm while slashing. You can maintain morale boost, which increases everyone's 2 hit and damage. No, 2 hit, not damage.
I'm gonna try again with the
Suggestion.
but I'm just gonna point to one of its friends and say kill.
Okay.
Nah.
Yes.
What do you
Right.
28. Oh, hang
Wait,
on.
you rolled 20.
I used the wrong dice.
Yeah,
There we go.
that'll do it. Yep. You need a 48 to pass once it's under your charm.
So this is why I'm confused, because I rolled an 8 with the last one that's meant to be a bigger number.
Hmm?
Because I rolled 2 10s, I should have rolled a units one by mistake,
Yes,
so
you
that was
rolled
an 80.
26. So I was counting that 20 that you rolled, so that was 26.
Alright.
So yeah, that works. The were-rat that was previously under the sway of Roberto's music, suddenly jumps up, draws its cutlass, and charges across the battlefield, stabbing its ally through the chest. Yeah. That one had not taken damage yet.
This is very much an upsetting day to be a rat man.
None of them hit. There are no rats on the field. Zed.
I muttered the holy word howl, and Tibbles lets out a howl as it has burst out.
I want to double check what the damage on Holy Word is, so we can describe this just right.
Oh, it's that bit in Twilight Princess. Every time you learn a song, Pretty Wolf howls.
Yay.
Oh, yeah. I know, because one of them actually learned the song Healing.
Yeah.
What, Linky Wolf howls?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So you're joking, but that's actually the case.
Yeah.
No, I know. No, I'm not joking. I played Twilight Princess.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know. Okay. It's one of those things that sounds made up.
Yeah.
Also, apologies for potential copyright there.
Oh, it's fine, like I'm getting monetized for this.
Yeah, you're not being
Ah, here we go.
monetized, so we should really just keep mentioning brand names as well.
And swearing.
Yes.
It's a Popsy.
I double checked. If there'd been one hit die higher, they would have lived.
Oh.
But they weren't, so they're dead.
They're dead. They're all basically the 3 that are still alive. The 2 that attacked you initially. The 2 that are still aggressive against you. Sort of go "Ah!" as they just turn to dust and vaporize. The last one, who Roberto had under its charm, kind of looks back at Roberto with an adoring look on its face, goes, "Ah!" It basically thought it was in love with you. That's what charm is.
Ah. They literally would die for me.
I still have 1 cast of that left.
You do.
Save it.
Oh gosh!
There you go.
Only caught the rats who were previously unconscious kind of wake up, go, and just start to skitter away into nothing. Shoot!
Cal, question.
Answer.
The one that I attacked, who had attacked me, is
Yeah.
the corpse still there?
She is, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna stamp on it a bit.
Oh.
Okay. As you proceed to stamp on it, a metallic noise, chink, 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 falls across the floor.
What?
There was a metallic noise across the floor. What do you do?
Look.
Yeah, I'm going to use search to try and find whatever that was.
Yeah, go on.
What?
Do we see anything with our dark vision on?
It's infrared vision. Actually, yeah, you'd see this because it's warmed by body heat, so it is distinct to.
17.
You find it. It is a necklace. The holding it up, Zed, I need you to make a religion check with advantage.
That is 13.
It is the symbol of Malar painted red.
Malar. Paint? So, should it be painted red?
It should be black. It is the symbol of the black wolf,
Ooh.
the evil god of lycanthropy.
That's unusual.
What is it?
It's a symbol of basically the enemy of much of the white wolf. He's the while Fenris Sulphur the god of Lycan is one of the gods of Lycanthropes. This is the bad god of Lycanthropes. But his symbol should be black, not red.
Huh.
Wait. Now I might be putting 2 and 2 together and getting 8. Lady in red, dog collar, were-rats.
So,
We stumbled into a lycanthrope den, haven't we?
How long is this protection spell going to last for now?
By the time of the searching and everything else, it has faded.
so it sounds like we're about to...
That was the only one of those I had.
I retrieve my dagger.
Okay.
I took the scroll, the remaining scroll with what's left on it back, and just re-grasp my sword and hold it up.
Okay.
So,
I said I would do something once we freed them, didn't I?
You did.
Right, can I get Rain's accounts ledger out of the bag
Absolutely.
and the orb? Show me the lady in red.
Give me an
actually,
arcana check.
hold the pendant.
Oh, the pendant. Can I hold both, actually?
You hold both.
The pendant and the book, because we know the book belonged to her.
Absolutely.
And you said it gets stronger with...
Yep, with contact.
Okay, I don't have an arcana.
Then it's intelligence +2.
Okie dokie then. Oh, that's not going to have done it. That is not going to have done it at all, because I just rolled a 4, which makes it 9 altogether.
9 altogether. You do get some images. It's very splintered. They're clearly not present images, and they're faded with memory and time. But the image that persists, the one that is the clearest to see, is 2 women and a man. You only recognise one of the 2 women there, the woman in red with the long blonde hair, the one that you saw previously in the image with Asim Locke and Captain Apala. You also see another woman with short brown hair tied in a very tight bun atop her head. She appears to be reading something while they all drink tea together, or they appear to be drinking something out of fine china cups, looking over a forest. The last figure, again, this is one you do not recognise. It is a very tall man, a very slender build, like as slender as an elf, but as tall as an orc. But very clearly human. And that's about it.
I don't know what to make of that. Did all the rest of them see
Everyone
it?
saw it. The advantage of scrying orbs is everyone sees what happens.
I don't know what. Well, we know everyone. We know the lady in red is connected to Asim Lock, but we knew that anyway.
It's on the tight bun.
But there's 2 others now that we haven't seen before. At least it adds to the network that we know. That, what was the tall man wearing?
He appeared to be in very nice, cheap clothes. Like they're clearly cheap, like travelers' clothes, but of a slightly better quality and well cared for.
So it's likely a potential that tall guy being a bodyguard, being that tall, or a close, maybe a close manservant, possibly to that other woman.
Possibly.
Hmm.
I just don't. All right, at least we're making lists of people to make note of. So there's a woman in red, a woman in red who may or may not be Rain, a woman with brown hair in a bun, Asim Lock, aka Twat, some tall fucker, and now Captain Apala as well, because we saw him in the previous vision. I don't know what to make of any of this.
We know that they all know each other. So I suggest that we continue on. There's still the people here to rescue. Hopefully before they're turned into that.
Well, that's exactly what I fear, why they've all been gathered as part of their army. It's an army of lycanthropes.
Oh no.
Possibly could be a bunch of were-rats, it could be any kind of lycanthrope, so we need to get to the bottom of this. Like,
Zed and Roboto, could you two give me rolls? Roboto with advantage, you're looking at your...
What's it for? Is it just a straight roll?
And for you, your bookland, the enemies one.
performance.
Bookland.
This is where your lore thing comes in.
Nat 20.
Fantastic.
None that 20.
Hey!
The two of you know that there are about 5 different types of lycanthrope. The types being werewolf, of course, the most famous and the most feared. There is, of course, also werebears, who are considered the strongest and the largest.
Aren't they considered good though? But...
Exactly, they are considered exclusively lawful good creatures, or chaotic good.
Alright.
Yeah.
There are also were-rats, as the ones you just fought,
Mm-hmm.
which are one of the only known were-creature to fight with a weapon, due to them not being as physically adept as the others.
Right.
There is the were-boar, as in a were-pig,
Yeah.
which, while being very dangerous, is not one of the more powerful, and one of the absolutely most feared of them are the almost exclusively female were-tigers.
Yeah, I thought they were... Are they not good? I thought they were...
Were-tiger, neutral.
Neutral.
Let's say they're on neutral ground. Yeah, I thought that they weren't... I know wolves, boars and rats were evil, but bears were good, but I wasn't entirely sure on the tigers.
Were-boar neutral, were-tiger neutral, werewolf and were-rat evil, and were-bear good.
So at least you know if you run into a werebear, they're generally...
Yeah. Unless, of course, you're an evil GM that gives a were-bear rabies.
Oh, poor werebear.
He did.
I did.
They've already got fleas. Why would you do that?
He made us fight one in the 5e campaign, and it was horrible.
Yep. Rendered my barbarian pretty useless.
Did actually, yeah.
He'd been kidnapping women and doing nasty things to them.
To try and make a mate.
Yeah, that is some fucked up shit right
Anyway,
there.
off of the 5e campaign, we're in the 1e campaign right now.
Yes, sorry.
Where equally horrible stuff's happening.
I think that's 4 stages.
I'm going to stash the orb and the ledger and everything.
Yeah.
I think that stuff's starting to give me a migraine.
Mm.
Tibbles, can you give us an idea of which way to go?
Give me a roll.
I mean, you can sniff the corpse of the creature and see if if it has a scent trail. No, 3.
No, to be honest, Tibbles starts to follow the scent trail of the animal because Tibbles is actually a very good tracker. The problem is the scent trail leads back to the entrance, not deeper into the dungeon.
Okay, that's unusual.
There's probably still people in here somewhere. I don't want to leave them to turn into things.
It probably sounds to me that if there's potential transformations, there might be an altar or somewhere where rituals are conducted. So I wonder if this place has an innermost sanctum.
Lycanthropy is passed on through bites. You don't generally need a ritual.
All right.
Oh, okay. I was going to say I could detect magic, but okay.
Speaking of, was anyone bitten?
Nope.
Oh, no, they didn't. Well, that one with the knife that jumped on me at the start got me, but it didn't bite me.
Yeah, I've only been slashed.
I know everyone took damage, but it was only from the surprise round. Don't think anyone actually took an attack after the surprise round.
Except from the rat, but
Yeah,
that's
but
poison.
That's
yeah.
diseases. That's
Yeah.
plague.
Could just, for my own sense of note taking, can everyone give me a roll?
Uh-oh.
What sort of a roll?
Just a roll.
No.
Do it.
15.
19.
Nick, Chris?
6.
18.
Okay. Zed, could you give me a religion check with advantage?
Hey, 16.
With your knowledge of lycanthropy, you know, looking at the wounds received, although it was on blades, you do notice on the blades there was a very fresh coating of lycanthrope saliva. That said, from the wounds sustained by Roberto, Narlock, and Celadine, none of them are at risk of infection. The wound that you received, though, was quite a bit more severe, and at first look, it looks like it may lead to an infection, as such leading to lycanthropy, but as you take a second look at it, you see that the wound has already almost like naturally cauterized itself, and you know that this is a blessing from your god.
Fine.
If you are going to become a lycanthrope, you are going to be one of his lycanthropes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do I know the cure for lycanthropy? As a priest, would I know the cure for lycanthropy?
To be honest, it's a cure disease within 3 days.
What if it was a...
Or cyanide, within a week.
Cyanide!
Yeah, weirdly. That's in there.
If it was a fresh wound, what about holy water?
Oh damn, hold off until the next full moon, please!
Oh, if you're worried, I think I might actually have some herbal. Yeah, I've got a herbal remedy for slows infection from common diseases.
Yeah, slow it down.
I've not got one that stops.
As I've examined you, you all should be fine.
Oh, yay! I like it.
Doesn't look like you took a blow which could get infected. And thankfully, the wolves are looking over me.
Anybody got a water skin?
Why? What did you do with yours?
I used it to try and get their attention. I need some water for my chalice so I can use it.
Yeah.
Is that your
Yeah, I've got slime still. That's flammable in this one.
I'm so sorry, everyone.
It's alright.
Yeah.
If people need healing, I might actually have some healing potions knocking about.
I've got a couple on me.
Healing potions I have plenty of. Just if I have some water, it's the water in the chalice acts as a healing potion, and then we don't have to expend any.
Yeah, you got your chalice of hell.
Yeah.
Does it have to be water?
Any liquid.
Oh, in that case.
Well, in that case, I've got like 5 bottles of wine.
What are you?
Nice. And there's also the rum and that shitty alcohol.
See, I've got mead in my wine
Wait a
skin.
second, wait a second.
Gulp.
Good.
Does a leveled.
Oh, yikes. I would definitely take
How-
some healing potion if I were you. If that's your hit points damaged.
I've got 64 total. That's barely half.
Is it? Oh, sorry, I'm looking at it
Thank
upside
you.
down.
You recover 12 hit points.
Oh, well, I'm back to full health then.
Very good.
Thanks so, Celadine, but I'm okay.
Okay, I'm glad that we're all alright.
I don't need the kiss of life just yet.
I only like you as a friend.
I was just about to actually say as well, if once I get my level 2 druid abilities, I can create as much water as you want for your chalice because I have a create water option.
Do you know access to level 2 spells?
I'm not level 2 yet, but when I get level 2, so I'm level 4 bard at the minute.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna nip to the bathroom quickly while Nick is on the phone.
No,
absolutely.
yeah, create
I've
water.
no
that is
idea
a
what he's on the
druid
phone
ability.
about, but I get the feeling they're planning something for my birthday, but I don't know what.
Yes, it's always a sign when your spouse scampers out of the room at high speed.
Billy, you're level 4, that means you have 3 level 1 druid spells and 1 level 2 druid spell.
Then I sure had create water.
Yep.
Thank you very much, sir.
Always useful.
Let's see.
Leslie, how's everyone doing?
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I was just getting a little bit mixed up with the hundreds again, Kelsey. Sorry about that.
No, don't worry about it.
Honestly, spellcasting is poorly worded at best in 1E.
Oh god, yeah, it's so fucking vague and so many spells are so fucking overpowered.
Mm.
Like I say, poorly worded at best.
Well done, Gygax.
And downright
Yeah.
confusing at all other times.
We criticised Gary Gygax, but if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have any of the fantastic role-playing games. Or in fact, like Borderlands and stuff, we wouldn't have role-playing as a general genre at all. We wouldn't have Dark Souls.
True. But if we weren't doing D&D, we'd actually be doing acting. We'd be actually pretending to hit each other.
True.
I'm
But
laughing.
would we?
Yes. I know what we're like. I know what we're into.
True. But here's one actually. If not for Gary Gygax, Alcon probably would have never existed. Because most things you can connect them to Dungeons and Dragons really easily.
Okay. So, I believe we've got 2 options, both which head in the same direction. So I'm mapping out as well.
You should be.
I'm just thinking this is only part of the dungeon. I'm just thinking, how big is this place?
I don't
You know
know.
you're still on the first floor.
Oh,
Yeah.
it
well,
is. It's big.
We are definitely going to be able to finish this dungeon tonight, aren't we?
Maybe not.
Because this is the problem. If it dithers, then we can't.
To be honest, it's not so much the dithering problem, it's just the pausing. You know?
We'll see how far we can get before we need to call it.
Yeah,
and then
exactly. We'll see how far we can get. I think you guys can definitely get through at least the second floor, hopefully.
Okay, well, if we basically say we're making a beeline heading for this bottommost corner,
Okay.
and then if there's nothing there, we can presumably there'll be a corridor that links there. Or maybe not, I don't know, but we'll...
What?
Nothing.
I can't give you hints.
No, I know. I wasn't asking you to give me hints.
Okay.
it
But
was
yeah,
big.
you've got an idea of where you're going to go, and the best way to deal with the map is to work out what you're doing.
And then we'll get to the point where it's a Kylie Bear voiceover. Next time on Travelers of Leyspark.
Yeah, exactly.
Do they finally find the cause of lycanthropy? Find out. And does Roboto get laid? Probably not. His
Probably not
hand.
this week.
His hand doesn't count.
Okay, maybe this week. Potential.
And then he just draws a little face now.
Oh, there's always potential.
He draws a little face on his hand. Oh, Lady Vanders, please tell me how much you love my music. Don't look at me.
Hey,
Hello.
Hello.
I presume as we're sitting here and working out where we're going, are you actually doing that as Roberto?
I'm probably thinking just in my head of Lady Vanders,
Okay.
not actually going, oh, Roberto, you're so handsome. I prefer them short.
You still need a step ladder though, bitch.
I can't decide whether to make myself a hot chocolate really quick just while we're on break.
It's down to you, love.
Give it.
Kettle's
You
not.
want
No, I'm fine, thanks.
Right.
Oh, back.
Oh, he's back. Okay. I can
My
do that.
apologies again.
Alright.
Right, we've just had a quick look at the map and we've said if we head straight... Is that south?
Yes, south.
If we head straight south, we should come to the bottommost corner of this floor at least. And hopefully find some stairs. Because we're still only on the top floor and there are people to save.
Okay, so the question is, are you aiming for this corner over here, so cutting across, or coming down this one here?
Hmm.
Toss a coin?
Wheel check.
Odds we take the
Well,
first
yeah.
route, evens we take the second.
Oh, well,
Evens, we're going back to this big corridor and heading down that
Okay.
way.
Got it.
Leading into that large corridor, you are in a large corridor that ends with a dead end. Could Celadine make you a d6 roll?
6.
It is a dead end, but as you turn back around, you see that that wall is... That wall's not right. And, you know, like in the labyrinth,
Where it looks like it's flat,
Solid
but it's
wall.
not. It's just a door that's blended.
on that side.
There.
Yeah. So you two have both seen Labyrinth, right?
Yeah.
You know the bit with the worms?
Half.
Okay.
You're a bit with the cute little worm that goes hello,
Yeah.
and he shows you a wall.
Yeah.
I'm just a worm.
And basically she walks at the wall, and then it's actually like an entryway, and then there's a corridor behind.
So this is the Avengers. Please be a secret door. Please be a secret door. Yay!
Yeah, actually.
Yay.
And you find yourself in a storeroom.
Oh.
Oh, good. A story.
Wait, a storeroom. Not again.
The second you say not again, Narlock just puts his hands out to catch himself.
Seems stable.
So there's not a staircase or something, is there?
Nope, just one square room with 3 or 4 boxes.
Celadine, are these actually boxes?
Are they actually boxes?
Hey, roll for check illusion. They're real.
No, the boxes are real. The
No,
boxes.
it's not that, it wasn't an illusion. Were they mimics?
Oh.
Yeah. Give me a advantage check on perception.
Nat 20.
They are not mimics.
Hey.
They are just boxes.
No, you can tell they're not mimics because mimics, the knot holes in them always form up to make a little bit like googly eyes on chests. No, on wooden boxes. That's how they look. That's what it says in the book.
Shall we each take a box and open it?
There's 3 boxes, isn't there? 4?
There are 2 boxes.
Oh, 2 boxes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'll open the one on the left.
Right, give me a perception check. Or an investigation check.
18.
18. Did
Is
you
it-
open one?
Is that with advantage because of Tibbles?
No.
Yeah, no, it's even so 18.
Are you looking in the box on your left or the right?
I took the left box.
Left box. Opening it up, it looks like it's full of paint supplies. But as you have a quick look through, most of the dried glass jars of paint, there are 6 potions, all labelled.
What are they labelled?
2 oils of slipperiness,
Ooh.
1 potion of ESP, 1 potion of clairaudience. Oh, yeah, I'll give you 2 again, actually, yeah. Because you're actually keeping track of what items are, aren't you, love?
I'm trying to, yeah.
Oil of clairvoyance.
Yeah.
Slipperiness.
1 potion of ESP,
2, 1.
One potion of clairaudience.
What? Clairvoyance?
Clairaudience.
What's that one?
I don't know.
It's
not a word.
it is.
What, clairvoyant?
No, clairaudience. It's super hearing.
Ah.
Oh, clairaudia. Okay, yeah.
Nice.
Clairaudience. I thought it said clairvoyant, so not future sight, future hearing. Nice.
Okay.
One potion of extra healing, 2d8.
Nice.
Yeah.
And one potion of fire resistance.
Cool.
Who was looking in the right crate?
I'll have a
That
look.
luck.
Perception or investigation, whichever's higher.
It'll be my perception, which is +4. 14.
Okay. It's mostly canvas, like rolled up canvas, almost like for artworks and paintings. As you rummage through, you actually wind up finding 2 magic scrolls, though.
Okay.
Both again labelled.
Where's the pencil gone? Okay.
There is one. It's one scroll of plant growth.
Okay.
And one scroll of Rory's. I'll get this right. Mnemotic enhancer.
Ooh.
The pneumatic enhancer and the slipperiness. I see where this is going.
Okay, it's mnemotic as in mnemonic, I think.
Is it PM?
It's MNE.
Mnemotic, yeah.
Mnemotic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Okay, we've taken out one corridor then.
Does anybody want to take any art supplies just in case they get bored? Because
Actually, yeah. I'm gonna take one of them, and as somebody who works with a lot of paint, you said they're kind of dried up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add a tiny taste of rum because alcohol reactivates acrylic paint.
Also,
What if it's oils? Give me my oils.
also you got stuff to store more liquids in.
Nick is right, by the way. You pour it in and it reacts in a sort of powdery way. They're clearly oil-based paints that have allowed to go dry.
Well, that's alright, just add a few drops of oil back in.
Actually, yeah.
That should reactivate them.
I put that one back, take out another one, and put a couple of drops of oil in.
Well, put the vials into the bag of holding. You can sort them later.
No, because I'm gonna mix it. I've got an idea.
Where are you getting the oil from?
Items, haven't we?
Do we have one?
I don't think you guys have bought oil since you've been getting the glowstones.
I don't think. Yeah, I've never had oil. I asked for an empty lantern, which I filled with the glowstones. Permanent lantern.
Is there an ability
Yeah,
where
you're right,
someone
yeah.
can actually write a scroll which then becomes a spell? Because we tend to be using scrolls which can give spellcasting abilities.
There are rules
Yeah.
in it for making scrolls.
Yeah.
That might come in handy with some of this art stuff. You never know.
I might actually, in my downtime, I might actually start that. So I'll take a couple of. How many scroll rolls are there in there?
Oh, the parchment. To be honest, you wouldn't actually know anything about making scrolls. The only person here that would know anything about making scrolls is Celadine.
Okay, fair enough. Never mind. I'll make a note to actually visit a proper magic shop and actually learn the craft at one point.
Just because clerics and bards don't typically write down their spells, it's a wizard thing. It's why most scrolls are wizard and illusionist, not druid and cleric.
Well, maybe I'll break the mold there because I'm thinking, what if someone comes to the temple and needs help and I'm not there? Ooh, look!
Here's a pile of scrolls.
Need the scroll of cure disease.
The first spell is don't panic. B, remove the evidence. If that doesn't work, kill everybody in sight. Then
Right. So what is the party doing now?
Right. So,
right.
so store the supplies in the bag of holding, if that's okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
not a problem. I've already made a note.
So I meant to say, Chris, did you say
Yeah.
you had oil?
No, I didn't. No.
You
So it's
don't.
just dry paint at the minute then.
Okay, just dry paint at the moment.
Okay.
Dry
So-
paint with a bit of rum in it.
So, can you please specify ESP as well? Because extrasensory perception, is it just a boost to perception?
Hold on.
Huh.
Potions. What are the potions?
Or does it help you see spirits?
Potions. Potion of ESP bestows an ability which is the same as second level magic user spell of the same name, except that its effects last for 5d8 rounds or 5 to 40 minutes. So there's a spell called ESP, which is a second level magic user spell.
I'll find it.
Thank you. Clairaudience is the same as the third level magic user spell. It can be used, however, to clairaudit unknown areas. So it's a second level spell and a third level spell.
ESP, the caster is able to detect the surface thoughts of any creature in range. It's read minds.
Wow.
Oh, so it is. So it is kind of okay. I give the spells of slip one to Narlock because he's a rogue, and the other to Roberto because it'd be like a Benny Hill sketch.
Okay, so you two have got oils of slipperiness.
Okay,
This
I
might
give
come in handy
oil
later.
of- I keep the oil of clairaudience, and I give the potion of ESP to Celadine.
Thank you.
Cypri, eh?
Oh, you're not going to do something really gross with it, are you?
Oh, no, not at all. No.
Not reaching down there with it.
Why would anyone think I would use it for that?
Well, it means it keeps going and going and going.
I'll just put the map somewhere.
Oh,
I'll put it.
You put it under the yeah.
Hey, maybe next time someone wants to do a bard off, I can lube up their instrument, and then it falls out of their hands.
So cheat.
Exactly.
Now you're a bard. Go.
Now instead of green sleeves, slippery fingers. Anyway.
Moving on. Moving swiftly on.
Okay, so we've done that. So there's nothing else in the story, right?
That's it.
Right.
So is there another passage out?
Hang on.
Yeah.
Right, where you see there where I put SR, that was the storeroom we were just in.
Right. I say that we head back to the long corridor. Check that last room to our left, and then if not, head further on because we're running out of time.
Which room to our left, do you mean?
Right. So yeah, we come out and head straight across, and then take the first left.
Right. Right, okay,
Okay.
I see what you mean. Where that crossroads looking bit is.
Yep.
Got it.
And
Okay,
you go straight down there.
we're heading straight down.
I'm taking point. Oh, but first, cure wounds on myself.
Okay. Recover D8 plus your cleric level hit points.
Cleric level
Oh, yeah.
5, so that's 7. Okay. That's still a boost.
On your way down, there is one corridor that leads right, but the corridor keeps going straight forward. Do you want to turn right, or do you want to go straight forward? It looks like the right turn leads to a room.
Peer into the room first.
Go into the room first.
I hope the people are okay.
Yeah, we got to find them.
The room is well lit, well decorated, and is actually lined with parquet wooden flooring, rather than the stone that's been everywhere else.
Okay, that's weird.
And inside there is only one thing: a glass cabinet. That within there is a crystal skull.
Oh, is this another trick room?
What color is the skull? What color is the skull?
It's sort of clear but gives off a slight blue glow.
Ooh, I wonder is this the dice bag?
Okay, I'm going to take a ball bearing. It's a single ball bearing, one of the ones you said I have. And I am going to smash it through the glass.
Give me a throw check.
Throw. What does throw roll off?
Dexterity.
Oh, you just roll. It's classified as one of your combat skills. Just throw and give it. Tell me the number.
Okay. 12.
That hits. So the ball bearing goes through the glass, chips the skull, and then as all of you watch in the room kind of becomes swirls of black and red, as like your certain parts of it start to form a shape or a symbol or something. But because you guys are all outside, you're not being affected by it at all. You're just kind of watching this swirl of black and red shapes go into each other. You know those moving pictures of Van Gogh?
Yeah.
You know the moving pictures of those ones that occasionally appear on GIFs and things and art.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
these things
Yeah.
where it looks
Like
like a
Starry
movie.
Nights and stuff, everything starts
Yeah.
to swirl, yeah.
Imagine that, but it's swirls of black and red and white just blending into each other. And occasionally you see things like eyes, or you might see like the spokes of a wheel, or it's kind of that thing where your brain starts to try and make a shape.
I think you should be glad we didn't go in there.
And then after a few minutes, the whole thing just fades, and all that's left is just the crystal skull shattered. You can now see that it's glass. It was just a pretty thing. And there is a note on the floor near your feet.
Down and pick it up.
The note reads in common. Crystal skull, crafted for Asim Locke and Rayen, patron of the arts and my dearest brother, by master artist Raven Kit.
I wonder if that's some of the painting gear. Possibly it could have belonged to Kit.
Have we met Raven Kit?
You have met a dwarf by the name of Raven, who did make mention of a Raven Kit, who also made mention that chess set that you had was a Raven Kit original.
Oh yes.
Okay. Can we gather up the remains of the skull?
This might seem like a wild idea, but I don't know if we'll get any more clues about Asim Locke and Rain, whatever. What's her name?
Rain.
Rain. Don't suppose we try the scrying with the fragments of the orb.
Hang on a minute.
But if it's too risky, then don't worry.
No, I'm quite happy to. I'm just making notes in my diary as well. Sorry.
Right. Interesting, because we weren't technically in there, but I wonder what sort of spell it could have been. It could have been for show, could have been possession. I wonder if it'd get any
Could have been a pleasure illusion.
Hey, maybe.
Ugh.
Did anyone else see the spokes of a wheel while they were looking at that? Because I saw some weird shit.
I thought I just saw eyes, lots and lots of eyes,
Hey.
but it might have been stars as well.
Yeah, it's that level.
Have any of you played the game The Room?
Yes.
Jimmy loves it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Suppose everything starts warping from the null. That's just what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Can I try with the orb then? I'm just pick up some of the fragments of the skull and the orb.
Sure.
And
This time I'm going to be more specific with it rather than the lady in red and let it scroll Tinder style.
Yeah.
Show me Rain.
Okay, give me an Arcana check. So intelligence +2.
Intelligence +2. So it was +3 last time.
No, I said it was +2.
No, you're right. Sorry. Yep. No, you are right. That's me misreading.
Good
Ninja
catch.
skill. 13 +5 because I'm +2 intelligence anyway. So
Yep.
maths.
18.
18. Thank you.
So the swirls shape very quickly, and the image you're presented with is the image of a wedding. It's outdoors, very, very beautiful. Appears to be atop a castle, overlooking a large forest. There are only a handful of people in attendance, but the two people that you recognise initially are the two forms of Asim Locke, but now in a very, very nice, very old style male robe. It looks like robes of office mixed with Edwardian frock coat style. Okay? And beside him is the woman you saw in the previous one, the one with the very tight bun of brown hair, but now loose around her shoulders.
So the brunette is Rain.
And you can't hear anything through the scrying orb, especially not memories that an object may contain. And you see the crystal skull being presented to them by very thin, long, almost serpentine long fingers around this thing. Absolutely the hands of a master craftsman. And you see the same white and blue, very cheap clothing motif that you saw on the Slender Man in the previous image.
Oh, so he was the artist.
So Raven Kit is the tall, scary-looking, beautiful man. Rain is the brunette, not the woman in red. Right, so just so we're aware, we're now up against at least 5 to 6 different people.
I should say, as the scrying orb begins to pan away, you get 2 more images that you are all very familiar with, as one is the recognisable figure of Asim Locke's mother. You recognise the tall, slender woman in the long black robe again. As a second person, very surprising to see him in this situation, someone you have all come to know quite well and be rather friendly with.
What?
Mayor of Lexington.
What?
And beside Mayor of Lexington is a man approaching, carrying glassware. The man looks human, with very spiky hair, like large, and that's when you recognise the image of this figure as the thing that Asim Locke and his mother was trying to summon using Sophia the Pure Maiden beneath Torgaval.
What in the name of hell are these guys up to?
Mayor of Lexington was in that.
Sorry, I'm having marshmallows in my hot chocolate.
What is this about?
So, we certainly know for a fact that the brunette lady is Ren. Lady in red is something else, possibly a leader of the Lycanthropes, maybe a devotee of a certain patron, maybe. Malar.
Raven Kit is the artist who made this and presumably their friend. The woman in black is his mother, and that's May of Lexington. That was May.
So what we've uncovered was a wedding present, or possibly
really?
a wedding present. Certainly.
The woman in black, it couldn't have been Granny.
No, we've seen Granny. She's not tall, statuesque, and beautiful. She's a raisin dressed as a woman.
a 9-foot-tall raisin, I'd like that to point out, wearing a very hideous pink dress.
She's very like the super mutant from Fallout New Vegas who is
Yes!
sweet old lady.
Yeah, that one. She looks like that super mutant, but skin tone.
Okay, so I think we'll have some questions for the mayor if we make it back to Torgaval. He knows this person. So does that mean that Locke has a vendetta against him? That's why they're attacking the city?
Possible.
That's got to be. Yeah, it must be some. Mayor of Lexington must have realised that they were doing something bad and tried to stop them. Mayor of Lexington's a really good man.
Just a mystery about his involvement and why he was at this ceremony, whatever it was.
In any case, let's gather up the remains of the skull, put them in the bag of holding, and then let's continue on. Time is of the essence.
I love that scrying all for dropping the story. Alright, carrying on.
Essentially what you're up against with Granny.
Does Granny have that hat as well?
She does have a summer hat, yes. I know the character well, Chris.
Yeah, he's never seen her even. Yeah, before we go, there's something I want to do to these wooden floorboards. Have you ever heard of a Kilroy?
No.
Only in
You'll
the.
probably have seen it.
Yeah, only a sense of graffiti.
I'll send it into the group chat here.
Oh god. What's he gonna do?
So while he's doing that, what are our options?
You've probably seen those around.
Oh, you're going to draw that?
I'm going to draw that and just right beside it. Just right beside it.
Here.
With my dagger, just gonna right beside it. Suck it, tall, dark, and scary.
Love it. So from where you are right now, the only route that you haven't taken is directly south.
Right.
Then that's the route we must take.
Well, let's head down there.
As you get to the point where there are no lights at the end of this corridor,
I hold the lantern.
as you hold the lantern, you are lucky in time to do so, because otherwise you would have fallen down a spiral staircase.
Whoa! Okay.
Flashback.
Not again!
I put the lantern back on my belt and then slowly start making my way down the stairs, sword at the ready.
Alright.
Tables at my side.
Does the party descend with Zed?
Yep, I follow.
Yeah.
How are people feeling, by the way?
I'm doing okay.
I'm fine at the minute. I'd like to try and keep going with this dungeon, but if people are tired, we can stop.
Okay.
I'm drifting.
I think Chris is lagging.
Okay, shall we call it there then?
If that's okay. I've near drifted off a couple of times now.
Right, don't want that. Okay.